Hi guys, and welcome back to the Real Christian Housewife. I just really wanted to share with you guys a topic I had on my mind, and it's about how are you portraying yourself on an everyday basis. Now, before we continue, so go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that every single time I get a topic, you guys can get it. And of course, guys, comment down below and let me know what you think. So we got that out of the way now, guys. Let's go ahead and get serious. Let's talk about how we portray ourselves on our everyday basis. Now, I know a lot of times that we just go ahead and follow whatever we feel. If we wake up sad, we stay in the sad mood all day. If it rains, we're sad. If things don't go our way, we're upset. You know, there's a lot of emotions that come into flow every single day. But I want you guys to know that we could control the way we feel. It does take practice and it does take effort, you know, and consistency, but we could get there, because a lot of times I believe that our feelings actually get in the way of portraying who we really were meant to be. Now, there's a specific one that I wanted to get into today, which was bitterness. A lot of people just really are bitter, and the reason people get bitter is because they're dwelling on an offense or on something that happened to them throughout their life. And you know what? It's true. Whatever happened to you was wrong, or they did do wrong, or you know, that did happen that really was horrible and extremely devastating. And you know what? We do need time to grieve. But we gotta ask ourselves the question, are we going to grieve our whole entire life about this? It's real important, because I believe that if you stay in that emotion, it really creates like a harvest of dead weeds in your heart, which will really begin to reap in your life, which is something you definitely don't want, especially if you've already been going through hard times. Even if today you're joining me and you're going through a divorce, you know, those are really things that can take a toll on you. But I got good news, guys. You know, there is something that we can do about it. Besides, you know, guys, I'm the Real Christian Housewife, so besides praying and reading your word, we could also understand that a lot of people around us are even going through worse things than us. So if we can kind of always keep that behind our mind, and when that bitterness wants to sprout up against someone else, understand them too, because they are human and they are going through issues too. But I've seen it in my own life where if I've woken up and I'm upset, or I just don't got what I want that day, or just moody, whatever the case may be, and I've just smiled at somebody, and that smile, I've literally seen it have a domino effect. And that's important for us to know, because it really leads into the conversation that I want to have, which is definitely about whatever you do in life, that is what you will reap. Whatever you give to life, you will reap that. So if you are a comforter, someone who comforts, you will always have that comfort. You are someone who blesses financially, material wise, with your time, whatever it is, you will as well be blessed. And I believe that besides that, it is a verse in the Bible that says, do unto others as you would like to do unto yourself. I've seen it in my everyday life, and if you've lived just a little bit in your life, you know that is true. So that's something that we always need to keep in mind. Are we reaping what we have sowed in the past? And do we want to keep reaping those harvests that are just drying us up and keeping us in that vicious cycle that we really can't get out of? And I believe it's something real important. I've seen people get upset over such simple things, such things that you think, boy, they have to be going through something. And it's true, you can be at another level than somebody else, especially in this dealing with your emotions, because if we follow our emotions on an everyday basis, it's going to get us in trouble. Because we also have to know things in our heart and in our mind. We have to know that we don't have to say yes, okay, I'm gonna be sad all day. We can actually encourage ourselves if we need to. If we need to go ahead and maybe listen to some good music. Not now if you're sad, put on that sad music that's gonna leave you there like practically the whole day. But listen to encouraging music, listen to motivational word, listen to a preaching, a sermon, reading the word, just anything that's really gonna uplift you so that you won't stay in that emotion. You know, you won't give up that day just because you feel a certain way. I mean, in my case, there's been times where I feel a certain way and I have really no reason to feel that way. So it just really depends on the struggles that you're going through, and it also depends on the things you saw as you were growing up, and maybe the things you got to let go of, you know, because when you're bitter on the inside, that really is going to project on the outside, and no one's going to want to be around you, because no one wants to be around someone who just really pours that out. Everybody wants to be around someone who pours out the light, who pours out goodness, who pours out, you know, just confidence. And when you do begin to reap a harvest of bitterness, you know, it really sucks. So I believe that in my life, that's happened to me too. And then that's why I've decided, which is a decision that we could all make, that I'm not gonna go ahead and live by what other people do, say, or what I do or do not get. That's a decision we have to make. You have to learn how to be yourself. You have to learn that yes, you're gonna make mistakes, but you can't take yourself too seriously where in something that you make a mistake on, you're gonna stay disappointed for however long. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand that we are human, we're gonna make mistakes, and we got to try to move forward. Now, if your case is different, maybe you've lost a loved one, maybe you've lost a child, a divorce, these are other things that do happen to our life, and of course we do have to have a time to mourn and a time to just really let out all those emotions, because we are human, we are not robots. But this video is actually weird to people that are just bitter because of things that have happened 20, 30 years ago, and you know, you haven't let it go. And then if you don't let that weight go, you really will not walk in to the brand new future that is waiting up ahead. And it's important to realize that, so that then we could change, so that then that change that we are so wanting, that change that we are so needing, could open the doors. And it all starts with a decision. So that is the word that I have for you guys today. I hope it encouraged you. I hope you are blessed by it. And I just want to tell you that I love you guys, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye.